Breaking news. Prince Harry.
Go ahead. You want this badly.
I very much enjoy living here and bringing my kids up here. It's a part of my life that I never thought I was going to live. And I feel as though it's the life that my mum wanted for me. And to be able to do the things that I am able to do with my kids that I undoubtedly wouldn't be able to do in the UK is huge. And that's a fantastic opportunity, and I'm hugely grateful for that.
Hello, Royal Telly fam. It's Chloe here, and in today's episode, it's all about Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. Thanks for being such an incredible audience. Your ongoing support for the Sussexes truly warms our hearts. On today's agenda, we bring you an enlightening conversation with the Duke of Sussex himself, straight from the recent 2024 DealBook Summit. On December 4th, our very own Duke of Sussex graced the DealBook Summit in New York City, organized by the New York Times. This notable event was attended by an influential audience of leaders at the intersection of policy, finance, business, and culture. The Duke participated in a riveting one-on-one interview with Andrew Ross Sorkin, a New York Times columnist and founder of the outlet's DealBook business. The conversation was both candid and insightful, as the Duke shared his personal experiences navigating media scrutiny and the mental health challenges that arise from relentless media attention. He spoke about the global implications of distorted narratives on society and how misinformation can exacerbate the mental health crisis. "I've seen stories written about myself not exactly based in reality," he said, emphasizing the dangers of growing up in an environment where the validity of information is constantly questioned.
How that really led you to connect all of the dots in terms of how you think today about these issues?
Okay, as you touched on there, I've had a lived experience since I was a kid. I've seen stories written about myself that aren't exactly based on reality. I've seen stories written about members of my family, friends, strangers, all sorts of people. And well, I think when you grow up within that environment, you do find yourself questioning the sort of the validity of the information, but also what other people are thinking of that as well, and how dangerous it can be over the course of time. But I do really find myself, even more so now, wondering how or why people trust the information that they're given, how they trust it, and where they're getting it from, and how any form of accountability can actually happen. Right.
Throughout the interview, the Duke emphasized the responsibility that platforms distributing information, including both legacy and social media companies, bear in keeping users safe. He urged for accountability in how algorithms shape the narratives we encounter online, highlighting the profound impact of time spent online on our youth and society at large.
One of my biggest weaknesses is feeling helpless. I don't know, maybe people can relate in the room. And it was something that I knew that I couldn't fix, and it was also a situation that I knew I couldn't get out of. And the thing that worried me the most was, what's happened to her, is that going to happen to me, or is that going to happen to my wife, or is that going to happen to my kids?
The Duke's conversation was not only powerful, but also deeply personal. His words resonated with the audience, reminding us all of the importance of media responsibility and the need for a healthier information landscape. His message was clear. We need a future where truth, empathy, and responsibility lead the way. Prince Harry shared personal experiences and insights during this powerful conversation. The Duke of Sussex was candid about the personal toll of navigating media scrutiny. It's a challenge that many public figures face, yet the Duke's experiences offer a unique perspective. With a life lived largely in the public eye, he has been subjected to relentless media attention, which he admits has taken a toll on his mental health.
But no, therapy for me was a blessing, because it was really what I would describe as cleaning the windshield.
"I've seen stories written about myself not exactly based in reality," he confessed to the captivated audience. This constant exposure to distorted narratives has led him to question not only the validity of the information presented, but also how these skewed narratives can impact public perception over time. His concerns extend beyond himself. What worried me most was worrying that would happen to me or to my wife or to my kids. As a husband and a father, the Duke's fears are relatable. The prospect of his family being subjected to the same scrutiny and distortion of truth is a concern that weighs heavily on him. But the Duke's experiences are not just personal, they have led to broader reflections on the state of the media and its global implications. He highlighted the role media plays in shaping public discourse and the mental health crisis exacerbated by misleading information. His insights remind us that the narratives fed to us by the media have far-reaching consequences, influencing not just our understanding of celebrities, but our perceptions of society at large. Prince Harry's conversation also touched on the urgent need for media accountability. He emphasized the responsibility that platforms distributing information, both legacy and social media companies, bear in keeping users safe. In an era where much of our time is spent online, the Duke underscored the profound impact these narratives can have, particularly on the youth and the wider public. The Duke's words resonate with all of us, reminding us of the importance of the truth in media. His call for truth, empathy, and responsibility in the media landscape is a powerful message that aligns with his ongoing mission to promote lasting, positive change. Prince Harry emphasized the responsibility that media platforms have in shaping public discourse.
Second, there's an article that says, she's in California, you're in New York. They say, well, what is happening with these two, right? So is that a good thing for you in a way that there's so much interest in you?
No, there's definitely not a good thing. Because apparently we've bought or moved house maybe 10, 12 times. We've apparently divorced maybe 10, 12 times as well. So everyone's just like, what? So yeah, it's hard to keep up with, but that's why you just sort of ignore it. The people I feel most sorry about are the trolls who their hopes are just built and built and built, and it's like yes, and then it doesn't happen. Right. So I feel sorry for them. Genuinely, I do. I mean that. But yes, I have no doubt that everything that we've spoken about today, in the last, the clock's on zero, 25 minutes. Will be spun or twisted somehow against me, and maybe you yourself,
it's possible,
will be trolled relentlessly, and for that I can only apologize. But you did invite me, so.
The Duke of Sussex, in his one-on-one interview at the 2024 DealBook Summit, issued a clarion call for accountability. This wasn't just a call to any one person or any one entity. No, this was a call to the collective us, to the media platforms we engage with daily, to the algorithms that decide what we see and when we see it. The Duke spoke passionately about the role these platforms play in shaping our narratives. He drew attention to the fact that the information we consume can, and often does, shape our perception of reality. This isn't just about the Duke or any one individual. It's about all of us. It's about the narratives we encounter online, the information we consume, and the impact it has on us, especially our youth and the wider public. He didn't stop at just identifying the problem. Prince Harry went further, highlighting the responsibility that these platforms bear. He pointed out how they have a duty to keep their users safe. He underscored the importance of accountability in how these platforms operate, especially in how their algorithms shape the narratives we encounter online. But what does this mean for us? Well, it's a wake-up call. It's a call to be more mindful of the information we consume. It's a call to question the validity of the narratives we encounter. It's a call to hold these platforms accountable for the content they distribute. In his own words, what fascinates me is that this is not a conflict of interest. This is about promoting a healthier media environment, about stronger safeguards against harmful content. It's about a future where truth, empathy, and responsibility lead the way. The Duke's emphasis on accountability is a wake-up call for all of us. It's a reminder that we have the power to shape our own narratives, to question the information we consume, and to hold these platforms accountable for the content they distribute. It's a call to action, and it's one we should all heed. Prince Harry's conversation also highlighted the importance of empowerment and mobilization. The Duke of Sussex used the platform to emphasize that change isn't just about recognizing the issues we face, but actively doing something to make a difference. He urged those in positions of power to take tangible actions. Not just words, not just promises, but actual steps that promote a healthier media environment. He spoke of the necessity for stronger safeguards against harmful content. In a world where information is so readily available, it's more crucial than ever to ensure the content we consume and share is truthful, fair, and promotes a positive discourse. The Duke pointed out that these safeguards should not only protect individuals, but also society as a whole. We've seen the damage that misinformation can do, not just to a single person or family, but to entire communities and societies. Ensuring that the information we consume is accurate and fair is a responsibility we all share, but it is particularly important for those in positions of power. But it's not just about protecting ourselves from harm. The Duke also called for a future where truth, empathy, and responsibility lead the way. A future where we respect each other's narratives, where we listen before we speak, where we understand before we judge. This, he emphasized, is the future we should all strive for. Prince Harry's conversation was a call to action. He urged us to recognize the power we hold, to use our voices not just for ourselves but for those who cannot speak. To stand up against the harmful narratives, the distorted information, the relentless scrutiny. To challenge the status quo and demand a safer, healthier information landscape. The Duke's words were not just a rallying cry, they were an invitation to join him in creating a future where truth and empathy are the norm, not the exception. A future where we are not just consumers of information, but active participants in shaping the narratives that define our world. The Duke is inspiring change and leading the way for a better future. Prince Harry's mission extends beyond this conversation. His commitment to creating a healthier media environment and a more empathetic society is not confined to the DealBook Summit or any single event. The Duke of Sussex is on a journey of raising awareness, of inspiring change, and most importantly, of standing up for what is right. His mission is a challenge to the global problems we face. A broken information landscape where misinformation is rampant, where mental health is often neglected, and where media and tech companies are not held accountable. The Duke's dedication to these causes is not just about him or his family, but about every individual who has been affected by these issues. The Duke of Sussex is not just talking about change. He is actively participating in it. He is using his platform, his influence, and his experiences to bring these critical issues to the forefront of public discourse. He is urging those in positions of power to act, to take tangible steps towards a healthier media environment, and to prioritize mental health. His mission is to ignite meaningful conversations, to challenge the status quo, and ultimately to inspire lasting positive change. He is not doing this for himself, but for us, for our future, and for the world that we all share. The Duke continues to spark meaningful conversations, hoping for lasting positive change. As we conclude this enlightening discussion, we are reminded of the Duke's unwavering commitment to making a positive impact. Today, we've journeyed through his candid conversation at the 2024 DealBook Summit, exploring his personal experiences and views on the media, mental health, and the need for accountability. We've seen his passion for empowerment and mobilization and his dedication to fostering lasting positive change. We appreciate the Duke's tireless efforts in navigating these global challenges. His insights are a beacon of hope in our quest for a healthier media environment, stronger safeguards against harmful content, and a future led by truth, empathy, and responsibility. Thank you for joining us today on Royal Telly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.